Hello everyone, this is Rob with MMORPG.com and welcome to our video review of Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate is a roguelike game that mixes elements with RPG, CCGs as well. You have two options of mode to play through on this. You have story mode and endless mode. I've chose to go with story campaign. I'm after the King of Dust, and I have, you'll see here, two different decks that I need to make, the equipment deck and the encounters deck. You can have the system automatically choose the best options for you, or you can go in there and individually customize them to suit your own needs. I'm quickly showing you the different types of cards you can pick in through here. There are equipment, weapons, artifacts. The next deck is the encounters deck, and that will have the different types of encounters that you can choose from. We'll go ahead and kick off the story mission, and the dealer will go ahead and add ambush cards to our deck. He will add his own enemy cards to our deck, and he'll add different healing options. Those are traders to our deck. And then he'll go ahead and deal them out and lay the cards as our game board. We first encounter the Maiden. The Maiden is an encounter card. We'll be able to choose whether we want bonus equipment, additional life. I normally choose to go ahead and go with additional life for the Maiden. Next up is the Forest Escape. This will actually let us go to the next level. I elected not to leave yet. I wanted to go ahead and see an additional encounter that we had available to us. This is a hero encounter card. He obviously failed at his mission. We said that we would go ahead and elect to help him, and we proceeded on to the next hero card. And in this one, we'll actually have a combat encounter. You'll also notice that the dealer at this time is providing us with a token. The tokens will be used at the end of a level to award you with additional cards to put in your deck. As we load into the encounter, you'll notice our hero is having cards stacked upon him. These represent his equipment and his resources: money, food, and gold. During combat, you'll notice the green pop up above my head. That means that your character can have a reactionary move. You would type Q on the PC. You do move with WASD, and your combat is with left mouse, and you have special abilities mapped to keys 1, 2, and 3. Personally, I think the combat controls are a little bit awkward, and they seem like they were developed more for a controller than they were for a keyboard and mouse. After completing the encounter, we're awarded two cards. The first card we get was an equipment card. It allows us to draw two pieces of equipment, and we get to choose between them which one we want to keep. I went ahead and kept this Armor of Cold, which slows all the enemies that are around me. I also was awarded a card that provided me with full health. After completing that encounter, I went ahead and went back to the Escape the Forest and traveled to the next portion of the level. The dealer continues to deal out cards until we get to the final one, which I have gone ahead and skipped to here, and I am now dealing with the King of Dust. Some of the other different encounters that you will undertake in Hand of Fate are the Maze of Traps. In this encounter, you will try and run through a maze that has a number of different traps in it. It's not just a clever name, and reach the treasure chest at the end without dying. Upon successful completion, you will be rewarded with a gain card that could give you food, gold, health, or a piece of equipment. The Twisted Canyon asks if you would like to try and navigate to the bottom of a canyon and try and recover a piece of equipment that is on a fallen adventurer. You can choose to carry on and do nothing, or you can attempt to recover the item. If you choose to recover the item, the dealer will then show you 4 cards face up. Based on the difficulty of the canyon, the cards can either be success or failure. The dealer will then shuffle these cards face down and have you choose. You then choose one of the cards and find out if you're able to recover the item or not. If you fail, you will lose some health for your effort. If you succeed, you'll get the item. For the Devil's Choice, the dealer will present you with 3 cards that represent enemies that you have to fight. You get to pick one of the 3 cards. The dealer will then choose whether you fight the card you picked or fight the remaining 2 cards worth of enemies. You can earn tokens for completing special encounters and defeating the boss, which you saw earlier. Once you finally make it to the boss encounter, you will fight them and their lackeys. These encounters never really seem too challenging. After you kill the boss, or die trying, you'll open the tokens that you've collected while traversing the stage. Even if you die before you make it to the boss card, you are still able to open the tokens you collected up until the point you died. These tokens provide you with booster cards for your deck. If you're unable to make it to the boss, hopefully they will strengthen your deck so that you can make it on a follow-up run. If you're looking for a roguelike game with a twist, it's hard to go wrong with Hand of Fate. Defiant Development takes a classic standard and puts its own stamp on it with the addition of a collectible card game element. This makes the game a refreshing experience that fans of RPG, CCG, and roguelikes each can enjoy.